Hi guys, welcome to my channel. In this video, I am going to teach you all one important theorem for engineering students. Yes, I am going to solve one important basic theorem on inner product space. So I am going to teach this problem. Look at that. What is the given statement? Let V be the set of all continuous real valued functions defined on 0 to 1 interval. Okay, and if the inner product is defined like this, inner product of f comma g is defined on 0 to 1 integral 0 to 1 f of t g of t into dt, right? Show that this V is an inner product space, right? So they given one set, that is it is a collection of some functions, and they define the inner product like this. You have to show that V is an inner product space, right? Before that, you have to know that what is inner product space. Inner product space means this inner product satisfies that four following cases. If it is satisfied the following conditions, means that set is called inner product space, right? So what are the four conditions? Look at that. First one is in the inner product space, inner product of x comma x should be greater than 0, and also inner product of x comma x equal to 0 if and only if x equal to 0, right? This is the first case of inner product space. Second one is inner product of x plus y comma z. You can write it as x comma z plus y comma z. If you can separate the inner product, then this is the second condition for inner product space, right? And third one, you have to take the scalar outside. That is the third condition for inner product space. Alpha in x comma y is equal to alpha into x comma y. Okay. The fourth case is you have to show that inner product of x comma y is equal to inner product of y comma x conjugate of inner product y comma x. Okay, so if the inner product satisfying these four cases, means that set V is called inner product space. Okay, so I'm going to show that this inner product satisfy these four cases, right? So let's see how to solve this problem. See here, I'm going to write the proof of this problem. Look at that. So given your inner product is, define the inner product is, they given 0 to 1 f of t g of t into dt, right? So what is the inner product space? First case, you have to show that the first case inner product of x comma x is greater than or equal to 0, right? But here the function is f comma g. So instead of x comma x, you have to take f comma f. Okay, this value should be greater than or equal to 0. So you have to show that this value is greater than or equal to 0 or not, right? So here 0 to 1 f of t, f comma f. So f comma f you have to replace in g of t is nothing but f of t dt. So this is nothing but f of t into f of t. You can write it as f of t square dt. So look at that. If you are integrating f of t may be any other function, anyway you are integrating a square function, so definitely this value will be positive, right? It is a square integration of square function, definitely this value is always positive, greater than or equal to 0, right? So first case, one product of f comma f is greater than or equal to 0, and also inner product of f comma f equal to 0 when the square value is 0, right? When this f of t is 0. If f of t is 0, 0 into 0, so the integration value is also 0, right? So see that the first case, we proved the first case, inner product of f comma f is greater than or equal to 0, and also inner product of f comma f is equal to 0 where f of t is 0. So when f of t equal to 0, right? Then we can go for second case. Second case, you have to show that you can separate the inner product, right? So what is the condition for second case? Inner product of f plus g of h. So you have to show that we can separate the inner product, right? So this is nothing by definition of the given inner product. You can write it as integral 0 to 1 f of t g of t. So here f is f plus g is h. So you can write it as f as g of t, here h of t into dt. This is the definition of inner product, right? This, right. So here we can separate the function f of t plus g of t into h of t dt. Then h of t you can multiple inside. So this is nothing but f of t h of t dt plus 0 to 1 g of t h of t dt. So by the given defined inner product, this is nothing but f inner product of f comma h. This is nothing but inner product of g comma h. So look at that. We have taken f plus g of h. We have shown that inner product of f comma h plus inner product of g comma h. So this means we proved the second case also, right? Then go for the third case. The third case of inner product space is you have to show that you can take the scalar out, right? So inner product of alpha f comma z. So by definition of inner product, you can write it as 0 to 1 alpha into f of t into g of t dt. So it is a simple integration. In integration, you can take out the scalar outside, right? So this is, you can write it as alpha into 0 to 1 f of t g of t dt. So this is nothing but what? This is nothing but inner product of f comma g. So we can write it as alpha into inner product f comma g. So look at that. The third case also we proved, right? So third case also we proved. Then go for the final case, fourth case. The fourth case, you have to show that you can interchange the functions, right? So the fourth case of inner product is you can interchange the numbers. Inner product of f comma g, you can write it as g comma f. So you have to show that like this. So this is by definition 0 to 1 f of t g of t dt. So it is a multiple. So you can interchange the functions 0 to 1 g of t f of t into dt. So this is nothing but g of t is first number. So this is nothing but you can write it as g of t is your first function. So you can write it as inner product of g comma f. So see here, this is a real valued functions. So if you take in conjugate of real number is also real. So both is same, right? See here, the fourth case also we proved. Therefore, this V, this inner product satisfying the four cases, that means this V is an inner product space, right? So hence we proved, hence V is an inner product space. So so when you have to prove the set is an inner product space, you have to remember that four cases. That means inner product of s comma x is greater than or equal to 0 and inner product of s comma x equal to 0 if x equal to 0. That is the first case. The second case is you have to separate the inner product, right? The addition of inner product is you can separate in separate addition term. The third is you can separate the scalars, right? The fourth case is you can make an interchange inside the inner product. So if you prove these four cases, then the final set V is an inner product space, right? So I hope you all understand this problem by this video. So if you like this video, kindly give like. Please subscribe my channel. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.